Hi there, welcome to another educational video documenting my Web3 expeditions. In this video, we'll talk about the GUD airdrop. This is a good airdrop to target, and most especially now because there's a recent tweet now highlighting today, 13th of December, and the time 16 o'clock UTC. We'll come back to this before we get started. Remember that Airdrop C is your avenue to everything airdrops. There's also going to be a publication iterated over time involving the Good Tech AI airdrop. It's also your avenue to reach me. Use this form to reach me, and most especially don't forget to subscribe to airdrop reminders. That said, Good Tech, in this video we'll just summarize how to go about mining the GUD token, and we will quickly talk about why this should be of interest to you. Now, we all know that a very strong narrative now in the Web3 space is AI agents, referring to agents powered by AI that can run their own Twitter, manage their own wallet, make their own trading decision. They can decide to create a token themselves, basically AI powered. Now, the very first AI agent project on Zircuit, which is a new L2 that is around 2 weeks old, is Good Tech. And you have the ability to mine its token airdrop fashion. In fact, the first distribution is coming today. But this date here, I think that it may also reference the token launch. I went through the Twitter account, although it's AI powered, and I found a tweet. I can't find it right now. A tweet, the very first tweet that announced this airdrop, it hinted on 2 weeks from that tweet for token launch. So I believe the token launch is near, and at the moment, mining is ongoing. 2% of the GUD token supply is going to be distributed in the first week, and I would think that today is the end of the first week, so getting in early to be a part of the to get an allocation of the 2% is very important. The reason is because I think that the token will launch, if not this week, perhaps next week. And if 2% is going to be distributed this week, it means that the next week another portion will be distributed, but I believe the token will likely launch before then. So getting an allocation from the first 2% is important. If you look at the roadmap, you will see that 78% of the supply will be given away through mining. So 78% of the GUD supply is allocated to the community via fair launch ZRC staking. Ecosystem growth and campaigns and airdrop to partner communities. There is no VCs allowed. So GUD is going to be distributed airdrop fashion. Now, the GUD token can be staked to use the GUD terminal. Now, to get an understanding of this project, this is an example of its feed. Its feed is similar to AIXBT. It basically tells you of alpha based on the vast insight that it has. Similar to AIXBT, it has access to news information of the sentiment relating to a coin across Twitter, and can get it real time, access to Oracle information, everything about Web3 it's versed in. So it's perfect in making calls. And AIXBT has been making calls, but to access its terminal, at the moment, it costs around $100,000. Even so, some people have accessed it and made $600,000 within days based on the calls of AIXBT. But considering that they have the necessary allocation to access its terminal, they can gain insight into its calls before it posts them. Similarly here, you will see Good Tech has called Euro in this tweet. It also called Aave in this tweet. Remember, it's automated, trained, AI powered. Now, if before it puts out this tweet, you are able to access its brain and see what it is evolving in its brain. That's a good deal. So for example, if it's going to launch a token, it will already be conceiving of it in its brain, and you'll be able to access it as a staker of the GUD token to find that information beforehand. For example, AIXBT launched a token called Chaos through discussions with another AI agent, and Chaos on day one reached, I think, 15 million MCAP. There were people that were able to see that evolving discussion and take action on the contract address of Chaos very early on than others. They have access to the terminal. So GUD. Now, for context, I forgot to even showcase AIXBT. For context, AIXBT itself has reached a 250 million MCAP in just weeks. It's also an AI agent, has the same style of posts as GUD, as you can see. Here, 16 minutes ago, Cook governs 1.6 billion METH ecosystem. Now, mind you, there are people that follow the calls of AIXBT on X. Because AIXBT is already an influencer with 118k followers, it built this in weeks. So if generally when there is a tweet about a token, there is a reaction on the token. Let's quickly verify that. So if we went to CoinGecko, I don't know if CoinGecko is on Cook, by the way. Let's see the reaction of Cook, the state of Cook. So I don't know, I don't know if which Cook is being referenced there. If it's, so this is Cook. I think this is related to Mantle or something. Let's see. I don't know if it's this. I don't think so. So the token referenced here may not be on CoinGecko. So we'll likely use another example. I just wanted to show you the charts to show you that generally there's a reaction when AIXBT tweets. I'm not sure. Let's use another example. Wow, we are digressing. So let's say jail MCAP at 12.9 while breaking prominent AI agents 14 million. Wow, this is a good token for Meteora. Now the problem is, I don't want to showcase wrong contract address. I'll just assume that this is what is being referenced. Not very sure, but I don't want to showcase like wrong contract address and stuff like that. So it doesn't usually display contract addresses and all that. They tweet organically so that they fare well in the algorithm. So they don't tag, so likely this is what is being referenced. So I don't know if there was a reaction based on that tweet, but you'll see here in the last 6 hours 75%. This discussion may have happened in the terminal. As it's evolving, people would have seen it. And AIXBT does have a terminal, by the way, similar to what GUD Tech will have. Where is AIXBT again? Anyway, you get the gist of what I'm saying. So now if you look at the format of calls here, it's just like getting into AIXBT early. But even more interestingly, you are getting into the very first one on a new blockchain. The blockchain in question is Zircuit, and this is an L2 that is AI native and just launched. You see, so I would assume that this is a good entry for the Zircuit token. By the way, Zircuit is a utility token. Not only can you use it to mine the GUD Tech airdrop by staking it here, okay, you can also use it to mine multiple ecosystem airdrops. So if we take you to the Zircuit portal, I'll put all this information in the description. You can also stake some of the Zircuit tokens that you have to be able to get all the airdrops from the applications building on Zircuit. By the way, all these applications are new. Many of them are tokenless. So they are going to distribute their token via an airdrop to stakers of the ZRC token. That's beside earning the ZRC airdrop. So there is use to having the ZRC token both towards multiple airdrops on the Circuit platform and towards the GUD airdrop. Now, for the GUD airdrop, it's if you want to take advantage of this, it's good to get in the first week. You know, you never know what happens in the second week. It's possible the allocation dedicated to the second week is smaller. It's possible that the token launches just after the first week, and you know, people that participated in the first week have access to the tokens and they have a first mover advantage basically. So anyway, to get yourself some ZRC, my recommendation is to use not my recommendation, that's what I would use, Auto Finance. The link to it will be in the description. Use it to bridge from any EVM chain to the Circuit chain. But what you'll be bridging is ETH. So let's say you have your funds on, say, BNB, for example, or let's say Arbitrum. Okay, so you now bridge that, you bridge ETH from the Arbitrum chain to Circuit. It's a very fast bridge event. Auto Finance also has an airdrop. Every bridge transaction gives you points towards its own airdrop. So when you get ETH on the Circuit chain, why ETH is better is because pricing of fee on the Circuit chain is in ETH. So when you bridge ETH, you can then buy ZRC on the Circuit chain using one of these dexes here. I will see if I can add a dex in the description. So you trade. Now, considering you have ETH, you can now pay the transaction fees. So you buy some ZRC with your ETH, then you can then deposit it on, maybe you can divide it, you know, into two if you so desire, and put some towards the GUD airdrop on GUD Tech and the other towards the Circuit airdrop as well as ecosystem airdrops. That brings us to the end of this video. I'll add a tutorial in the description for a complete tutorial for how to go about this. Check it out. By the way, in the description there are a bunch of other airdrops. Before we go, I'll also highlight the need for you to have early access to Bull X Neo. It's the most advanced DEX there is, especially if you are dealing with Solana. You are looking for meme coins, AI agent tokens to capture bullish ones. You have the most advanced filter here to remove insider wallets, sniper wallets, search by search queries, and then the most advanced features for a DEX, quick buy, cheap fees, advanced DCA, rotating your trades amongst many wallets, stop loss and take profit. There's hardly a DEX like this, so check it out. Invite only, by the way. You need a Telegram account to be able to access this. Invite will be in the description. And that's about it for this video. Take action, stay awesome. Subscribe to Web3 Wikis on all socials.